there comes a time as a legislator, as a human being, that something happens that mandates you to make a public statement. Now, the reason I became a legislator or a public official is because when I see something that goes against my grain and to me defies common sense, I need to speak out. And I want to talk today first about the Shannon Allen case and then generally about prosecutorial discretion. In the Shannon Allen case, this is a woman who was charged with carrying a handgun in New Jersey. Now, there are 30 states that she could have driven through that she would not have been guilty of anything whatsoever. We know she made a mistake, and we also know that she was technically in violation of the law of this state. The question that I'm raising, and I think many members of the legislature would agree with me, is this is a case where a woman who has no criminal record should not go to jail. I cannot find anyone in the legislature or anyone in the public who believes this woman should go to jail. I am convinced that we will change the law. I'm convinced that Ron Dancer's bill will eventually become the law of the state. But in the interim, I would hope that the prosecutor in Atlantic County and prosecutors throughout this state would look at the facts and circumstances when someone is charged with possession of a handgun. Now, I know that the Atlantic County prosecutor mentioned that the legislature could have included an exemption if the lawmakers had chosen to do so, but they did not. I'm convinced that when we passed this law, that we were not looking to put Shannon Allen in jail. I will, if it appears that there will be no agreement between the prosecutor and defense counsel in this scenario, I would call upon the Speaker and the Senate President to call an emergency session of the legislature and pass the Dancer bill. Because we cannot have a woman without a criminal record with 2 children going to state prison for what I consider a serious mistake. Now, there are some other charges that a prosecutor can use to charge someone like Shannon Allen, such as the illegal transport of a handgun. And I have seen other county prosecutors work out arrangements with people charged with a similar offense. Now, once again, this is prosecutorial discretion. So if a prosecutor says, look, I have no choice because the statute says what the statute says, well, every day in every county throughout New Jersey, in the 21 counties, there are plea bargains and there are discussions all the time. People are charged with a 2nd degree and there's a reduction to a 3rd degree. That is common practice in the state. I would hope that that's what would happen in Atlantic County. Now, once again, I'm not here to tell a prosecutor what to do. I'm simply saying, as the minority leader in the legislature, this was not my intent when we voted for a very strict handgun law. And I would hope that, and the reason I'm doing this press conference is to be one of those voices that says, hey, Shannon Allen should pay a price, but not jail time.